Ladies, gentlemen, aliens, whatever you identify in this wonderful, beautiful world, or this galaxy, this space place, welcome into the Hunter Houston ESG podcast. Now, I've been gone for almost 2 weeks. I had a case of COVID and many other things, and my voice wasn't there. Wasn't as strong, and no one wants to hear a guy who can barely speak. Now, the title of the show says it all, and we're going to talk about this amazing lady, a former UFC fighter, also turned actress, and more and less, let's just say, I guess we can't say she won her lawsuit against Disney or against Kathleen Kennedy, but let's just say that she's moving in a positive direction. And let's talk about she had a show coming up. Of course, she was excluded from Mandalorian season 3. Hopefully, she will be back now for season 4. Knock on whatever. Plywood or whatever this thing is. I bought from some people at one point in time. So, my whole thing is, am I excited about this? Yes. Gina Carano is very beautiful. She's Italian, or she at least looks Italian anyway. Um, she's got dark hair. Dark hair is my favorite. I love beautiful, dark haired Greek or Italian women. So there you go. Other than that, her acting is good. She's done some few movies here and there because this whole thing that happened with Disney. And look, there have been people who've said far worse than what she said. This is during the cancel everybody who disagrees with us and he who shall not be named, aka, it's like, oh, you were seen supporting Trump and what was it, whatever this happened 2020 or whatever, then this bull crap happened with her. I think it was even before that. But I'm glad it's over. I'm glad she won. I'm kind of disappointed that there was no discovery of the emails of Disney and Kathleen Kennedy or those who were involved that basically got her fired in the first place over her saying, hey, let's treat everybody kind. Let's not. Now, no, obviously, some people are sensitive about the Holocaust. There's been, you know, Weimar Germany. There's been far worse things that have happened in Russia, in Poland, also to the many Christians that the certain Russians killed, over 6 million Christians. But we're not talking about that. But that's nor here or there. But her using a reference to the Holocaust to describe how people were mistreating each other, and let's not go crazy demonizing one group of people and never let this happen again. And then people using that against her when people said far more vile, horrible things and not giving her grace. Because maybe, again, they're not Christians. Some people are just outright animals and can't forgive others. Look, I can't forgive a rapist. I mean, if you raped a kid or something like that, dude, I want you to die. I'm sorry if you're a person who's going to do something horrible to kids, to the little ones. Um, you know, you don't deserve any quorum whatsoever. Now, if you're just a horrible person, maybe because adults are just can be cruel to adults, but don't be cruel to children, because they're innocent. Adults don't really have, unless look, there's only one person who lived a perfect existence, and he's up in heaven. Um, but that's nor here or there. I'm speculating. I want to speculate, and congratulations to her. Let's take a look at some of the things here on X, or as we like to call the old Twix or Twitter box or the old shortcast here. Let's take a look into that. Take a look at what's going on there with old Miss Carano. Let's take a look there. Look at that. This really is the way. Gina Carano pile drives Disney over the Mandalorian firing with her settlement and job offer. Now, obviously, hopefully they will be giving her job back and letting her be able to do many different things. She had a very nice statement So there's nothing more I can say about that other than she had an amazing statement. She's an amazing lady. Um, and she, just wants people to be kind to each other. What more could you want? It's like, hey, I want people to be kind. And she didn't want to take them to the cleaners and get a ton of money from them. I mean, I'm sure she got a little something, something like, oh, I ain't going away broke. She thanked Elon Musk, a man she's never met, who funded the lawsuit that she had against Disney. Well, let's just be honest, that was probably a favor to one of the investments, and I think I'm not sure if it was. Well, I don't know who the other investment partner that he's close to that has Disney stock, but he's had issues with Disney numerous times because I think certain people have short his stock, and he didn't like that when it came to whatever. So basically, it's a win-win scenario for both of them in a way, and he got to look like he's a good guy. Um, the only thing I want Elon to do is just get us to Mars, terraform that, terraform another planet, terraform the moon, and then just like, you know, that would be super cool and awesome. Don't worry about the petty stuff here, the goofy stuff there. Focus on your mission, bro. You're like 50 something years old. You don't have much time left. Putting your conscience in a robot is not the same as basically being a human. I'm assuming eventually by the time he hits 75, if not older or sooner, he will link his brain up to his little whatever the brain link thing, the Neuralink thing that he has, and he'll be one of his robots. Maybe he's like maybe they send him one of his worker robots and he's working out in the fields picking strawberries or something because they're going to have all these robots picking strawberries and stuff. And it's like good for him. He took a simple life as a robot. He was a strawberry picker. All right, so enough about him and back to Gina Carano. Now, the one thing that I love about her, and again, other than her being unbelievably beautiful, she's a great actress. She's done some good work. She even, when she was canceled or let's put on the shelves or fired by Disney, she went and go to work for the Daily Wire. She put out two movies or one little side piece and then a Western movie with the Daily Wire, which wasn't a bad movie. I just don't think it was written as well as it could have been. And I love one of the writers for that movie. Um, but you can find it on the Daily Wire's little network or whatever, or find it out in the world. It's not a bad movie. It's a good western. It's a decent western movie, and she plays a strong woman because she actually is a strong woman. If you ever watched her in her UFC fights, the girl was a killer. I wish that Ronda Rousey and her could have like just got together and just bet because she would beat the hell out of Ronda Rousey. It wouldn't even have been close. I mean, she's not a Misha Tate type where she's like, oh, I'm pretty, but I can't take a hit. She's the type of girl who's like, I can take a hit and I will stomp you into the ground. So I'm really excited. And of course, her appearance in Deadpool when she was the bad guy in Deadpool and she did, oh, she's getting ready to do the superhero jump. That was super cool. But I really care about her character, Cara Dune, in The Mandalorian. I hope she does get this spinoff. And, as you see in my background, ladies and gentlemen, aliens, whatever you identify as this wonderful, beautiful world, I have Star Wars Outlaw in the background, which is a Star Wars game that plays a bounty hunter. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe if there wasn't something done where she wasn't fired for her little statements or whatever she said on X/Twitter, that maybe that would have been her video game. And it would have probably sold more copies. It would have been better received because the hair wouldn't look like trash. And the voice actress is not bad for the game, but it would have been so much better if it would have been Cara Dune in that position of Star Wars Outlaw. And I think it would have sold more copies. And they could have did things a little bit better because it'd be more believable with her punching a stormtrooper or punching like somebody and knocking them out with her type of strength and her more physical build. So versus this little girl who does it in the game. Now I'm hoping that she'll be in the next couple of games or maybe in some DLC coming up because of her alleged contracts or her being able to go back to work for normal Hollywood. And even Disney said that everybody loved her, and it was more of a, let's just say, a Kathleen Kennedy thing allegedly, that didn't like that she said some things that was unto was well it was unbecoming of what they wanted. And my whole thing is you have other Disney stars, Rachel Zegler and many others that worked on different things. They've said far worser things than this one little mishap that Gina Carano had. And again, Rachel Zegler's not as pretty as Gina Carano, and and I love my Latinos, but come on, man, you two different things. And then, I genuinely believe that Gina Carano could kick the hell out of somebody because if you watched her old fights, the girl was all go. She didn't have she had no quit in her. She was undefeated and she was legit beat the hell out your ass. A lot of people don't have that, man, and she had that. I will come and get you. I'm not playing. Let's go. And I'm hoping with her getting this new contract that she is going to be able to do the things that she wants to do and that Disney will write her character correctly. She'll be back in Mandalorian season 4. Um, shout out to shout out to everybody who worked on this case to get her back to be able to work. And again, I would love to see her in a new Star Wars game, maybe in a spin-off of Star Wars Outlaw, or basically make her a downloadable character in Star Wars Outlaw where you can actually be her, or you could be Cara Dune, which would be awesome because I don't like the main character for this Star Wars game. Uh and I've said this numerous times on the podcast. This could have been a decent game, Star Wars Outlaw, versus not being a decent game. And I think that she should have her job, but of course, she's going to get. I hope she gets her own show back. I think the shows should be cool, but we'll see how things work out at the end of the day. Um, before we get out of here, and I just want to make the show about her because it's wonderful. This is good news that she is being able to come, well, allegedly coming back to Disney, and that she's more or less won this lawsuit. So shout out to Resident Steroid Show on YouTube. Shout out to the PlayStation Ain't Dead with Radical Reggie, uh, the one and only Will Schultz, and of course James the Man, and then Sean the Man Powers. Ladies, he is still single, and he is on many dating sites like Hitch and whatnot. Maybe even Grinder. I don't know. Who knows? If he is, good for him. So I just want to say congratulations to Gina getting her job back. And it's one of my favorite names of all time. It's one of my top 5 favorite female names. I think it's my number 1 name. Hey, Gina, get over here. Tell him something over here. It's just the name Gina just rolls off the tongue. It's a beautiful name. I love that name. It's a great name. Gina. Get out of here. I don't know. I've always loved beautiful Italians. I think Italians are the most underrated people in the world. So, with that said, hopefully I made my little point about how she should be in Star Wars lore. She should be added back. To not only to do a DLC for Star Wars Outlaw. If you're a PC guy and you can make that and put her in it, that would be awesome. If this game gets sent to PC, that'd be awesome to do a Cara Dune as the main character and change the dialogue out, or have AI change the dialogue out to what the dialogue would be for Cara Dune. If someone is so inclined, do that, man. That would be super cool and super awesome. And I look forward to hopefully she'll be in more movies, not just in The Mandalorian season 4 or maybe her own little Star Wars show. Um, I hope that she gets more and more acting gigs and she gets back to seeing her face on a normal basis. So, everybody out there, peace, love, respect, aliens, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you identify as this wonderful, beautiful world, thank you for tuning in. And if you can, please leave a comment, like, and share the show because every time you do, the show grows. The show is small enough, it can always get a little bit bigger, and maybe someone will enjoy listening to a bald guy give his opinion on certain things and video games. Oh, and also, I would love for Star Wars to make another fighting game, even though people hated the one for the PlayStation 1. I thought it was okay. So, anyway, peace out. Thank you so much.